1998.
Does Netflix have a demographic breakdown of who watches those crime shows?
It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Darklake Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished.
Flowery, come in. Flowery, do you read me? Flowery, come in.
I hear you loud and clear, HQ. It seems I found my way into the lab.
Flowery, it is of utmost importance that you find the computer containing the files of cringe. Find the files and proceed to roast the fuck out of them. It is the only way to stop the virus from spreading. Record it and upload it. You're our only hope. Hurry, before it's too late.
Well, speak of the devil. What do we have here? This seems to be the computer containing the files of cringe, so without further ado, let's get right into it. I don't know what the fuck I just watched, but abort mission, there's no hope for humanity, and I'm launching the nukes.
You don't think we should have it go order you with? I just want people to die.
Okay, so maybe I was exaggerating just a little when I said let's blow up the planet, there's no hope for humanity. But can you really blame me after watching what I just watched? Anyways, this was supposed to be the Spooky Day special, but due to the consistent noise pollution, I was delayed when it came to the recording, so when I couldn't record, I just simply edit. Ever since that Netflix docuseries crap came out, Dahmer, there's been a new resurgence of people who've been romanticizing serial killers or acting like they're really brave for being desensitized to gore. In other words, the people who think it's an accomplishment to sit through dramatizations of real-life murders. I watched a little bit of the drama, and that's what I'm calling it, because it felt more like a type of rom-com or some sitcom shit I'd watch on TV. You know, documentary my ass. Don't get me started on the group of people who are like, oh my god, you didn't know who Jeffrey Dahmer is? LOL, what a loser. I have all the merch. Oh, and don't even get me started on the merch. The handmade Etsy merch and all that other shit. Let's just take a look at some cringe. For some of the cringe we're looking at, I had to create a Tumblr account.
Flowery, be very careful. Select your Tumblr handle with extreme consideration to the community. You must blend in order to avoid detection, or everything will be for naught.
Fuck, they're not taking anything I throw at them. They're smarter than we previously anticipated. No matter, I just need to remember what they taught me at the academy. Bingo, we're in.
Access granted.
Access granted.
Ew, what the fuck is this? My god, they have enough true crime and Dahmer cringe to infect the whole world. Holy fucking shit, it goes on forever. And I still shudder in disgust long after. I thought Tumblr was banished to the pits of hell after they stopped allowing adult content. I can't really say the corn word or Susan Wojcicki will also banish me. Nonetheless, turns out Tumblr wasn't sealed in the lake of sulfur like one of those beasts mentioned in the Revelations part of the Bible. It seems some survived the nuclear fallout. They're still banished to live in the shadow realm, never to see the light, and I'm not really complaining because I hate Tumblr. Alright, I know I've repeated myself, so let's just really dive into this. So what's the point you're trying to communicate here?
Oh my god, I'm so special, look at me.
This isn't some extreme horror movie. They were real people. And I get the excuse of,
Oh, I'm just interested in the mentality of these so-called masterminds of murder. Why did they do it? How do their brains work?
but I feel this comment I found on a video on a YouTube video I was watching. It sums up the point I'm trying to get across pretty well, and it reads something like this. I went through about 1 year of listening to true crime podcasts all the time. I didn't really think critically about it until I met someone who, when I became closer to her, told me about a murder in her immediate family. As she was telling me about it, I realized that I had listened to a podcast episode and a YouTube video about it. My first reaction was, oh my god, I know this murder. Then, oh my god, I know this murder. And this is my reaction. Shit. I realized that I was being entertained by other people's trauma. I don't judge people for enjoying true crime, but my reaction genuinely made me realize my unhealthy relationship with it and how I was disassociating the videos / podcasts with real life people / victims. So generally speaking, I try not to take the moral high ground on these kinds of issues, but I feel like that comment in itself is a strong statement that every individual who happens on it should take the time to reflect on it and just think, am I taking things too far? You can apply that to a lot of things like Nick the Avocado and his self-destruction for money, for example. Let's take a look at this serial killer POV thirst trap real quick. Seriously, what the fuck is this supposed to be? Looks like he's about to bludgeon me to death with a baseball bat. Look at that expression on his face. That is the expression of a stone cold killer mastermind. And despite all that, take a look at some of the comments under or around that video.
Haha, like, oh my god, Ted Bundy 2020. We love toxic men!
So what the fuck does she mean by toxic? Does she mean like someone with a shitty personality, or does she mean someone actually toxic, like as in radioactivity? Because I have 4 radioactive, radical toxic dudes I'm ready to introduce you to. Well, pretty sexy, am I right? But yeah, here's another one. Let me toss it at you.
You know what? If you were Jeffrey Dahmer, I would have gotten in your car, like, no questions asked.
Alright. So first off,
Jeffrey Dahmer?
like little boys and men. So don't give me that,
Oh my god, I could have changed him. He would have loved me.
He stated that he never found women attractive. And second of all,
What are you saying? What are you trying to prove? That your coochie is burning up to the point where you try to get piped by a serial killer. And I mean, he'd
probably beat you to death with a pipe or something.
I wouldn't hesitate to take a bullet for you, LOL.
Oh shit, no lie? Let me use your body as a human shield from the barrage of bullets coming from the SWAT team outside my house. I bet you won't. Bet you won't. That's right, shut up and go take a cold shower. I feel like I'm scolding a pet that went wee-wee in the corner or something like that.
Okay, so I'm obsessed with serial killers, so I would just want to ask a bunch of questions and see if you have a name for yourself and if I can come. Wink, wink.
Go with him and do what? Go on a murdering spree? I don't know about that, dude. I think that's illegal.
Oh my god, look at me. I'm not like everyone else.
These guys talk about it too.
Gacy on there. They have Jeffrey Dahmer. They have a Ted Bundy movie because they deserve to stay in the hole where they came from.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I hate these motherfuckers. I feel like they shouldn't. They have infamy, bro. Like, they're famous for doing horrible things that we'll probably never forget about them for the horrible that they did. One thing in the show that blew my mind is that when Jeffrey Dahmer was in jail, and everything that happened in the show was real life, but they just did they reenacted.
Yeah.
This motherfucker was getting fan mail.
Fan mail? Alright,
mail.
that I didn't know. That I didn't know.
Like, what? Somebody was sending him money.
Not only that, but I heard that they were also sending him nudes. Like, you know how they would take nudes with old Polaroid cameras back then? I mean, I guess he could have traded those nudes around for something since he liked getting it up the ass anyways, so fair game. Let's go ahead and take a look at some more wacky comments I found in that particular comment section. It's not a lot. Just the go.
Really?
Nah, Daisy's the GOAT. Ratio, Bundy better. Okay, what the fuck are these comments? It's not like you're arguing about your favorite anime characters and who would win in a hypothetical fight or something like that. And that on its own is already bad enough. Oh, and then there's this little nugget of gold. I wonder how accurate his prediction was. Let me know in the comments. It's gonna be mind-blowing. By the way that series is being talked all over, people are probably going to dress as him for Halloween. Also, I don't get where all this thirst comes from. Girls be like, yeah, look at how hot Jeffrey Dahmer is, or XYZ serial killer. Have you gotten your eyes checked recently? I think we should fund more eye exams. Free eye exams for everyone. So many other commentary channels I came across who were talking about the same subject also mentioned hybristophilia, perhaps a root cause for the adoration of serial killers from certain people, and I'll briefly define it. It's an interest or attraction to a person who commits crimes. It's also been nicknamed or referred to as Bonnie and Clyde syndrome, after the famous criminal couple, obviously. Strangely enough, I was wondering if this had any correlation to the searches of ultra-violent porn that women have been searching for more and more of, and I'll show you a little clip explaining a bit about what I'm referring to.
But what do women really want? Do they want tote bag carrying, soy latte drinking, chick flick crying manlets? Do they? Really? No. They want ultra-violent porn. Bear with me. New data reveals that women in their droves are searching for porn with tags like extreme brutal gangbang, forced, and rape. A quarter of straight porn searches by women offer videos featuring violence against their own sex. According to Dr. Seth Stevens-Davidowitz, a former Google data scientist, if there's a genre of porn in which violence is perpetuated against a woman, my analysis of the data shows that it almost always appeals disproportionately to women. That's not good.
It's quite interesting to think about it, isn't it? I won't say correlation equals causation without sufficient evidence, but as this is a meme channel, I will say it's really fucking funny. Imagine the women who whine about toxic masculinity, searching for ultra-violent porn. Could you call such a thing a textbook definition of irony? Perhaps so. So last but not least, we'll get into the serial killer merchandise. I saw a video of someone wearing a pair of Jeffrey Dahmer earrings as if it was fan merch for a fictional character. I'd like to see if people could get away with wearing Adolf Hitler earrings or Robert E. Lee earrings. Let's see if I can pull up the video for you.
Explain that it wasn't morbid enough. I'm sorry, there were real people affected by this man, and you're upset because—
Unfortunately, my sleuthing skills were insufficient. I was able to find the clip. I feel the original poster got a wave of backlash and decided to retract the video. I was, however, able to find the video on Mimi's channel, so shout out to her, and there should be a link in the description to her channel. On On that note, when I was doing my own research and I was watching other videos from other creators in order to see what talking points were made and what I could bring to the table, which for the most part was me trying to be entertaining for less than 20 minutes. Whether I was successful in my pursuit is up to the viewer. I noticed that a majority of the channels that talked about this particular topic were female commentary channels, and dare I say female. There's always a risk of misgendering someone and hurting someone's feelings, but you guys know me. Let's take a look at Etsy. And I already regret it. There shouldn't be a fandom surrounding Jeffrey Dahmer or any other serial killer in general. Honestly, I don't know who's worse, the people making this garbage or the people buying it. Anyways, that's it for this video. I focused a little more on the editing side of things, and these videos are just great practice for my video editing skills overall. And if I can entertain my subscribers while doing it, then I say job well done. Other than that, I hope you had a great day, and I'll probably be working on World War Karen too. So if you enjoyed World War Karen, I decided to turn it into a numbered series, so I'll get started on that as soon as this video is uploaded. Good night, bitches.
China boy, oh, what you take that sushi roll?